Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch, where so gallantly streaming, and the boats bursting came through the night, that at length was silver. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
For your service, and we appreciate the people interpreting here at the show. So interpreters and real-life veterans, we all appreciate you. This is a 1945 Ford Jeep. The original contract to build the Jeep was the American Bantam Corporation. They assigned it to Willys Overland, and then when Willys needed help, then Ford got into the fray. And this is a 1942 Ford Jeep. Guy gave us the sheet. This is a K30 Chevrolet fire truck. Jerry's got the sheet here. This is Joe Frandrup. This is a 1984. Look how nice that looks for that much. Also for sale, Joe Frandrup. These were introduced in June of 1947. I believe it's 1948 model, so they want to get an early start on that. They built the 8M until 52. Joe Ritter has an 8M from 1948. It has a loader on it. A lot of these 8M tractors do have loaders. You've got the section weights on the rear wheels, so you can put on as many of those sections that you need or don't need. I think the whole set is 12. Warren Terlisner, his Jubilee, 1953. That was the model in 1958, but a number 16 high single row forage chopper. Forage harvester is the official name, but farmers would say, yeah, that's my chopper. I gotta go out and chop some silage or some paling. Nice little straight A farm haul. Holly and Allison Hisman, their A is from 47. That's the last year of the straight A. To the 1947, they gave it the super designation. Ah, yeah, somebody's always got a hot rod their tractor. Not so bad if they use an IH truck engine, but this is a Buick V8 in this 1961 560 Dave Davidson. The farm hauls with their frames, it's just so tempting to set another motor in there, especially if the original motor has gone bad. So that's a good excuse to do it. Tim Brown has a top truck from 1947. Tim from St. Francis, he's a long-time exhibitor here. The top truck tractors were built in Brantford, Ontario, Canada, starting out meadow green and clover white. Before that, the green was kind of a foam screen. Roger Samari, a 1950 Z Standard, grew up on the farm near Hibbing. This was restored by the second shop that Lee Sackett had down in Decatur, Iowa. When they needed a seat, I said I went out into my woods and I got the seat off the old Uni, so that's what the man is sitting on. I said I knew there was a reason I saved that. Gonna need it someday. Tim Bishop, his Cub, 1949. Got the grater blade mounted in the mid. You can also mount it on the front, but it works with the little lift arm that the Cub has. Colin Baker, 1948 C. I'm doing the research. There's a possibility it had the gearing still on the decals on the side of the hood. 1948 was the first year for the C, and it replaced the B. At that time, they no longer built the B because the C had adjustable axles. Here's an original tractor. It's just marked. 1959 Massey Ferguson 85 in original patina. You take care of them, they'll last a long time. A lot of Masseys did a lot of work. They used them and used them up to where we hardly see them at the shows, but this one's still running good in its work clothes. Justin Funky, 1954 Super M. Super M, they enlarged the engine and they tweaked the gears. In the non-Super M, they had quite a speed range gap between the gears, but the Supers, they tweaked that a little bit, made it a little better. Robert Roddy, his 66 is from 1949, I believe. 66 is a 4-cylinder, the 77 and 88s are 6-cylinder was new, that's the color it was. 1850 Oliver, Tony Rhodes, Isla, and Allie Kimmis. Their 1964 1850 diesel. I think a 354 cubic inch engine. It's a blue. I think the blue could stand for John Blue, but Jerry Kimmis 440 1960. Most of those tractors went to the south to cultivate tobacco, so the collectors had to go down there below a certain parallel and bring it back. Jim Schroed's B is from 1936. They always have it nicely polished here at this show and others. Got the nice spoke wheels on the back and the disc wheels on the front. Joe Schroed, this is an A, nicely polished with the spoke wheels on the back and the disc on the front. John Deere built their tractors like this until about 1938, and they sent their engineer Elmer McCormick to the Henry Dreyfuss offices, and they wanted Henry Dreyfuss to help restyle their tractors. Next to is his Oliver 70 from 1943. There's an extra port in the engine manifold, and they can put the dual exhaust on it like that. The engine of the 70 is derived from Waukesha designs. Don Fricky is 1937 Farmers Union Co-op cast iron grill side exhaust. Kind of a lesser known classic. Don is from Red Wing. Tractors like this may have been distributed right out of the city, so now with the shape of the wheels and such, John Deere L, 66 cubic inch 2-cylinder upright engine. And when they come out with the LA, the engine size increased to 77 cubes. Not sure if this is factory build or homemade build, but the Rice County Steam and Gas on September 1st, they're giving away this BF high crop interpretation. Mr. Lee Engelby is driving for the Rice County Steam and Gas, so get your tickets while they're here. They're $1 for one, and they've got a special, check out their raffle stand, but September 1st will be doing the drawing. Yours truly will be over there, so. Another Farmers Union. This was a tractor kind of put together with component parts, usually a Chrysler flathead. Brian Rohrenbach. This is 1937, number 3. Chrysler engine and a Dodge drivetrain. built these tractors, they built separators, that were supposed to be so good. There wasn't any grain for the chickens, so they adopted the starved rooster. 1530 Rumley oil pull. 1530 is the only oil pull that operates on a single cylinder. All the rest of them are two-cylinder. So when Rumley built their tractors, they always used those designated letters with the horsepower. They went through about half of the alphabet, about 13 different letters from the C2545 to the C4060. Caterpillar's gas 70. Caterpillar more famous for diesels, but before the diesels got established, they built the big gas tractors. This 70's got a big drawbar, it's got a big paper belt pulley on the back. Use it to run the sawmill, use it to run the thrashing machine. 3060 hard car, they called it the old reliable. It's definitely reliable, and thank you, Coy. He does applause. Local firm out of the city. They call their tractor the Flower City. This 4070, one of the bigger ones. They had other ones. Avery Company from Peoria, Illinois. They did one early with the tubular radiator that has an opposed engine. You have to drive the engine back and forth to make AGUs to get different radios. I think this is a 1428. Built them all the way up to 40,000. Automotive type radiator. Site 1020, they built these tractors between 1916 and 1922. The Site 1020 did battle in the tractor wars, but Ford reduced the price to Fordson. The IH chairman said we'll reduce our price and we'll throw in a free plow. So between January and March of 1922, bought a site to get a free plow. Emerson Branding at this time owns the big Ford tractor company, but at one time it was its own separate company. Again, the tubular business on the front is the radiator, and it's hoping that the air goes through there, real cool the water. These are the big tractors that get the plowing to break the prairies, that run the big sawmills, the thrashing machines. So this is an F20. I can tell by the front end it's not the right color. So World War II blue ribbon repaint, Joe Ritter, 1934 F20. These things, I'm going to have to look at the number of that. It's got a PTO stabilizer on the back. It's got a replacement cylinder in. Got definition both wheels on it. 1941 B Farmall, early enough to have the big oil filter, and I think in 42 they changed that. More for listener, B is a two-row tractor where the A is a single-row tractor. A has the cultivation that you can look down, and B has the same thing except that you're doing two rows. Here's Lanny Reese with his 422 John Deere, and usually when it's painted yellow. Okay.